Welcome one and all, HJ19 here, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Breakdown, where I break down the day, the deck, or the duel, and everything in between. Today's breakdown is correcting a mistake I did. So, recently I posted a video talking about combining King of the Swamp with Favorite Contact, and an interesting fellow posted a comment on my YouTube video. I did some, correcting, but it dawned on me. What if I'm wrong? What if I look like a buffoon? So I went and tried Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, and I couldn't use King of the Swamp for Neos Fusion or Favorite Contact. And I've yet to use it on Master Duel, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Maybe within the game, the mechanics just generalize it. And I thought about this argument that I had with a friend where I was arguing that Ash Blossom, and I wanted to make a video about this, but might as well just put it in here. I was arguing that Ash Blossom should have stayed in the card text if a monster is special summoned from the main deck. Because as it stands right now, all current iterations of Ash Blossom just say deck, and everyone understands that it's specifically the main deck. It will not negate a special summon from the extra deck. And there's a lot of variables to that. It's fairly understandable because of the fact that if you special summon, if you link summon, synchro summon, fusion summon, that is special summoning from the extra deck. So if we go with general logic, right, with Ash Blossom, you technically would be able to negate that. But still, I still believe that you should be able to write in that it says main deck, because there are a lot of newer cards that are specifically stating either extra deck or main deck in their card text. So I don't think that it's too crazy to assume that Konami could just invest a little bit more to make it a little bit more understandable for newer players. That being said, for King of the Swamp, my reasoning is that even though generalizing King of the Swamp's effect to state that it's being used for a substitute for one fusion material for a fusion summon, there's really no arguing it. Why are you making this more complicated than it is? Just like I told my friend, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about technicalities. It's about what it says on the card, and if a lot of people are confused, if the generalization of the card is being used in a way Konami doesn't believe or doesn't want it to be used in that way, or downright just regrets making it that way, they errata it so that the confusion is gone, or to nerf a certain card to be more competitive, or at least not too broken in the competitive scene. So I don't think that adding main deck in the Ash Blossom card, or adding for King of the Swamp, this card can only be used in a fusion summon as a substitute for any one fusion material. Mind you, it's probably not going to be written that way, but adding that text of in a fusion summon just to clear the waters. So I may be wrong on this, but I have a way to address this issue. So I'm going to be going to one of two places. One, to my locals and making sure that my logic is fairly clear, talking to judges around and getting their A-OK. Does that sound right? They're obviously either going to say yes or no. I've talked to at least two judges right now, and they're both on my side. 2, locals is a different thing, and random judges out there are also a different thing. So I want to go to regionals and YCSs and ask the head judges of those places. If I get enough of those head judges to agree for me on my side, I hope that I can get this to someone in Konami so that they can realize, hey, this is being lost in translation. So let's either add the card text or errata it so that it can be used in a special summon of a fusion monster that's not being fusion summoned. So either I get my way, or It's officially in the card text, and I can't say shit. Taki mushrooms about it. That's my goal, because let's be honest, in a lot of historical times of Yu-Gi-Oh, from when we had no limit to the cards in your deck, and an individual with his friends came with a big ass deck, and they had to instill a rule of 60 cards or less, or any other various rulings on card text, or just errataing a card that needed to be corrected. Konami has shown that they can be more understanding to either course correct a bad situation or clear the air of a misunderstood effect. Though some would argue that Konami should have thought about that before releasing such cards, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just trying to solve an issue that I'm having with this card, because it feels pretty basic to me, and it could be cut and dry, but I'm very much a stickler on what the card says, and that seems to be the case in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can do a lot of crazy stuff with Ash Blossom if a card includes certain things. So yeah, why not bring this to the attention of Konami? Mind you, King of the Swamp is a very old card. When did it come out? Which set? 2006? No, that's the video game. When did it come out? Okay, come on. You can tell me everything about the card except when its first release date was? Okay. TCG, OCG, okay, TCG sets. Gosh darn it. Wait, okay. Okay, here we go. 2005! Dude! 2005? No. Okay. Konami, we gotta talk. Mind you, King of the Swamp isn't even relevant right now, aside from Tearlaments using it to what? Fusion summon their big fusion without the band? I forgot what it was. I don't play Tearlaments. But yeah. Why is it that King of the Swamp is being so nonchalantly pushed to the side? Come on. Let heroes use it for a special summon of a fusion monster, even if it's not being fusion summoned. But either way, that's my plan. I hope you guys can give me your thoughts on it. I may be wrong on it, but if I'm wrong, I'd rather have it in writing officially so I can't complain about it. Unless that changes, I am going to stick with this until Konami hears me out and shuts me up. By the way, thanks to Strider Black 01. I didn't mean to sound very like shut downy, but I honestly believe that there is a reason why King of the Swamp can be used, and I believe that it should be used for Neos Fusion and Contact Fusion. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.